Shalom, shalom, Israel's brothers, Abba Yallah, coming back up to another cold cut. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. All praise to the Most High. Got the new moon coming up this weekend as well. Lord willing, we continue the mighty good works. We're going to hop straight into it. You want to know how to take counsel. You want to know how to have a counselor. You want to know how important it is to get counsel. Let's get a precept. Let's go to Sirach chapter 6 and verse number 5. Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. Be in peace with many, right? So yeah, be in peace with many. Don't have any enemies within your nation, to the best of your ability, right? You don't want to just create unwarranted enemies. The Lord said, what? Nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. See, you don't want 1,000 counselors. You don't want 1,000 people giving you different directions. You want to have a sincere, faithful man or woman, right? Unbiased, give you counsel, right? That's why the Lord said, have a counsel. Don't have many enemies, be in peace with many, but you still want that person that's a little bit closer to you that can give you counsel and that can help you out through multitudes of situations. Counsel is important. Counsel can save your life. Let's go to 1 Kings chapter 1 and verse 11. Counsel can save your life, but you can't be hard-headed. You can't end up doing what you want to do anyway. It's not how that works. All right? Most I put on spirit on sisters, brothers to give you counsel. You have to take that counsel and you have to learn, right, from that as well by applying that to your life. Let's go to 2 Kings. This one I want. 2 Kings chapter 1 and verse 12. This is the book of 2 Kings chapter 1. And I'll start at verse. Let's see what I want. See what I want. Is that 2 Kings I want? 1 Kings 1 and 12. Salakia. It's the book of 1 Kings chapter 1 and verse 12. Now therefore come, let me, I pray thee, give thee counsel that thou mayest save thine own life and the life of thy son Solomon. So counsel can save your life. If you end up erring in wrong judgment, end up erring in wrong decision through your own vain thoughts, because there's a way that seems right to a man. You may think going left while you're driving, that's the right way to go, but hey, your friend, your guy, in your passenger seat, no, I think we should go straight. Then we take a left, or then we take a right, whatever. All right, cool. And he does that. And guess what? If you was to take that left, you got hit by a car, man. The Lord guided you through that, brother. The counsel can really save your life, whether it's a financial decision, just a life decision, whether it's within your congregation, within a house or whatever, right? Counsel can save your life if you take heed to that counsel. You got to understand that counsel, is very important, especially if you want to, especially from the Most High. You want to be able to take counsel from the Most High. You don't want to be able to just go off and do your own thing. You want to take counsel from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and not go off and do your own thing, right? Let's get this precept real quick. This is the book. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 23. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 23. And let's start at verse 1. Then they told David, saying, behold, the Philistines fight against Keilah, and they robbed the threshing floors, right? Where all the wheat would, they would stack the wheat and things like that, and the barley. Verse 2, therefore David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I go and smite these Philistines? And the Lord said unto David, go and smite the Philistines and save Keilah. So King David just didn't get up and grab his sword and ran immediately to the Philistines, start cutting off heads. He first prayed to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua before even receiving counsel from a brother. Slaki. All right. He didn't go and start slaughtering and cutting off heads. King David first went to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and then the Lord gave him an answer through a spirit, through a prophet, through a seer. But ultimately, the Lord directed his footsteps. That's what you want. You want the Lord to direct your footsteps. And it says, and David's men said unto him, behold, we be afraid here in Judah. How much more then if we come to Keilah against the armies of the Philistines? Right? So there's some doubt. Now let's see what David did again. Let's see if he just gave an answer, or let's see if he went to the Lord. Verse 4, then David inquired of the Lord yet again, and the Lord answered and said, arise, go down to Keilah, for I will deliver the Philistines into thy hand. So David and his men went to Keilah and fought with the Philistines, and brought away their cattle and smote them with great slaughter. So David saved the inhabitants of Keilah. So David saved the inhabitants of Keilah. Why? Because when he got counsel from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, the Lord directed his footsteps. Let's go to Psalms chapter 37:23. The Lord will direct your footsteps. All right? That's only if you trust in the Most High. A person that receives counsel from the Most High, trust in the Most High. You gotta believe that the Lord will do what He will do. If not, if you have a lack of faith, the Lord is not going to defend you. That's Sirach 2. It's Sirach 37 and verse number 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and He delighteth in His way. So the Lord, He delights in a good man's way. He will direct your footsteps to where they need to be. You wouldn't have to worry, but you have to know how to take counsel. You can't be hard-hearted. You cannot be hard-hearted to correction. What counsel is correction. You will be corrected. And if you don't like correction, then you're going to get overthrown. Because in Proverbs, let's go to Proverbs 16 and 25. Right? Proverbs 16 and 25. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Yeah, it may seem right to you to do certain decisions, right? It may seem right to you to cause certain things, and do certain things in your life. But the Lord said that's going to lead you to death. The Lord will put a strong delusion on you. The Lord does it to a lot of men and women. The Lord will put a strong delusion on you until you receive counsel. You'll be like, damn, what was I thinking? That doesn't even make any sense. Right? I don't even know why I was thinking that. Right? If I would have destroyed myself. You're damn right. That's why you want to learn, take counsel from who the Lord puts a spirit on that person to give you counsel, man. That's why the Lord said in Sirach 37, 25. Let's go to Sirach 37, 12. I'm sorry. But be continuously with a godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord. Why? Why do you want to be with this man or woman that knows to keep the commandments? So when they give you counsel, it will be in the spirit of the words of the Lord. It will be in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Don't seek counsel from Uncle Elroy, man. You pull up to Uncle Elroy's house and he already got a bottle open for you. You said he slap it on your chest. Here, cuz, you already know what's up, man. Come talk to me, man. And then he give you the cup with the ice. He used to start pouring up. You telling him what's going on. He says, you know what? F that, and that's off. And guess what? You receive counsel from a man in the world. You got to receive counsel from a person that knows to keep the commandments. Not from your cousin that's going to give you the damn blunt and say, you already know what you got to do. Come on, come in the back seat. Here's the lighter. Right? It's already, hey, it's on me. You don't got to pay me. You don't got to throw me nothing. And it's chill and relax, cuz. And he said, oh, man, I needed this. What your fringes on? You can't do that. Right? You have to be continually with a godly man whom thou knowest, not guessing. Don't guess at this, but no, you know for a fact this brother keep the commandments. He not going off. His house, he tries his best for it to be in order. He keeps it. He maintains a relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And it says, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou should miscarry. Yeah, he will sorrow with you. He's not gonna look down upon you when you down. It says, man, that brother, woo. Yeah, that brother right there, man. Good, glad it ain't me. Yeah, hey, the Lord, you want a brother that's gonna sorrow with you, a woman that's gonna sorrow with you. They can bear your burden, as it says in Galatians 6 and 2. That's the person you want to receive counsel from. Let's go to Sirach 37 and start at verse 7. Right, the Lord's gonna give you recommendations on how you should structure your counsel when you are counseling for certain things. Sirach 37:7. Every counselor extolleth counsel, but there are some that counsel for himself. So you gotta watch that person that counsels for themselves. They're only telling you to do certain decisions because they feel like they'll get a result out of it or a benefit out of it. So they're telling you to make that move on purpose so they can get something out of it. You want to watch for that person because that may destroy you just for a gain that they may receive. You don't want that. You need to watch for people that can counsel for themselves. The thing you should think is, what do they get out of this? If they're telling me to do this decision, what do they get out of this? If they don't get anything out of it, but you getting better, then that's what you need. Verse 8. Beware of a counselor and know beware of a counselor and know before what need he hath, for he will counsel for himself, lest he cast a lot upon thee. Right? He will take a chance with you. He's not going to take that chance, but he will take that chance with you to see what he can get out of that, because he knows he won't do it himself because it's too big of a risk. But guess what? For you, it's not that big of a risk. If you get hurt and perish, it has nothing to do with me. I still got my ends, right? You don't watch for a person like that. Verse 9, and say unto thee, thy way is good, and after he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee, right? He will stand on the other side and look at your calamity. Verse 10, consult not with one that suspecteth thee, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee. Right, yeah, one that suspects you, the one that's ready to take blame on you. Don't counsel with that person, right? He's going to blame everything on you, right? And one that what? That person envies you. So they're going to give you counsel to destroy you. You got to watch for people that may envy you. You got to watch for spirits, watch for body language. You know what I'm saying? In book of 1 Samuel 13 says, as Saul eyed David. You got to watch for people trying to eye you. Don't go to those people for counsel, right? Verse 11, neither consult with the woman touching her of whom she is jealous. Yeah, don't consult with a woman of another woman and you know she has a jealousy demon on her. Why? What did the Lord say in Sirach 26? The Lord said, grief of heart is a woman jealous of another woman. You don't want to do that. That right there. You're going to have headaches for a long time. This is Sirach 26:6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicate with all. Yeah, you talk about, you talk to your rib about, damn another woman somewhere out there, man. Hey, that jealousy spirit is gonna pop up, and guess what? You're gonna be a grief of heart now. You're gonna start getting headaches, man, because of that happening. Sirach is giving you game on who to go to for counsel, right? And it says, verse 11 again, neither consult with the woman touching her of whom she is jealous, right, brothers? Neither with a coward in matters of war. Yeah, you talking to a person, a computer Israelite, right? A computer Israelite about going to camp on 79th and Essex in Chicago, East Side, Tarrytown, right? Or South Side, or even just outside, period. He's going to tell you to stay at home and get on the internet and start commenting on comment boards like him. He's going to say, hey, let me show you what I do. Right? You don't need to go out there with the scary guys and guns and people of the world. I got an easy one. And he does one of these. He does one of these, right? And then he opens up the laptop and he starts typing and he starts trying to battle doctrine in a comment board, man. He said, I won. It only took me 62 comments, but I won. You don't want to counsel with a brother like that, man, about going to camp and camp matters and even counsels of war. He's a fearful person. He doesn't want to bring his face out there. He doesn't want confrontation, all right? So don't counsel with that person, right? And it says, nor with a merchant concerning exchange, right? You talk about exchanges, certain things, but he's a merchant. He's going to try to get you to get the deal to him, right? He's not going to tell you the best way to go. He's going to try to get the deal for himself and try to give you the best offer and tell you not to listen to no other guys out there, right? Nor with a buyer of selling, right? Same thing. Nor with an envious, right? Yeah, you trying to sell something to buy. He's just trying to buy it. He's not going to tell you where to kind of go. He just wants it, right? And it says, and now, the counsel's off. Now nor with an envious man of unthankfulness, or it's like, nor with an envious man of thankfulness, right? You talking to an envious man. He's envious of what you got, but he's not going to be thankful. He's not going to, you're talking to him about appreciation and things like that. He's not hearing that. He's envious, right? Nor with an unmerciful man touching kindness. Yeah, that brother just wants to see blood all day. He doesn't want to hear mercy. He doesn't want to hear that. He doesn't know. You can't talk to King Saul about showing mercy to David. He's not hearing none of that. He's going to tell you, get out the room. He wants to kill and have blood. You don't want to be around that type of man or even counsel with that type of man. Nor with the slothful for any work. Nor with an hireling for a year of finishing work. Nor with an idle servant of much business. You don't want to counsel men like that. An idle servant about, works that, that got to be done. He doesn't want to do it. A man that's slothful. He doesn't want to build, right? A hireling for a year of finishing work, right? You're trying to hire this person. You talk about a year of work. They're not hearing that, right? And it says, hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel. You don't want to hearken to none of those type of people in counsel. So the Lord is giving you game of who you should go to for counsel and how you should conduct your counsel, how important it is for you to receive counsel. But to receive counsel, go to the Yahweh Bashim Yahshua first. And you don't want to be hard-headed. Let's go to the book of Sirach, let's go to Proverbs chapter 9. You can't be hard-headed. All right, this Proverbs chapter 9. And verse 8. Reprove not a scorner lest he hate thee. If you correct a scorner, he's going to hate you. Who does that brother think he is? Who does that sister think she is? You think you better than me? What makes you higher than me? That's the thoughts that they'll get, right? Rebuke a wise man and he will love thee. If you were correct a wise man, he's going to love you because he has the understanding that you may have saved him from death. You may have saved him and his household from death, man, from calamity, right? That's a wise man. He sees that spiritually on what it could have done benefiting him, instead of him looking at you like, you have a pride demon, man, or that you're better than him, right? Verse 9, give instruction to a wise man, and he will yet be wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. And if you are giving counsel these type of people that will hearken unto it, not just end up doing their own thing anyway. You want to be that person that will increase in learning. Now, your way doesn't work all the time. Your way may not work. You have to go outside of what you think may work and maybe ask somebody else that's in the spirit or what they would do. And guess what? The Lord will speak through them to help you out your situation. Because one, that's humble. And two, you're wise for that. But I like to give all honor and glory and praise to Yahweh Shai and bid it mighty strong. Shalom.